Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of my Formula 1 Manager Road to Glory series with Williams. Apologies if anyone did happen to catch very live. I briefly went live, and then after I did a bit of an intro I realised I didn't have my headset or my microphone plugged in, so you'd literally seen a bit of screens for nothing for a little while, and hearing no voice come out of it. So I'm kind of going to be picking up kind of where I left off. If you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, while you're here, go back, watch them, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a comment down below, let me know what you're thinking. Obviously I am new to all of this, and I do appreciate any feedback from any viewers that I happen to get. But we're doing a double bubble episode this afternoon. We are going to be doing the Monaco and the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I absolutely love the Monaco Grand Prix. We're not going to waste much time. There's not much behind the scenes stuff that's happening that you need to be aware of from following on from the last episode. So we're going to get straight in, and we're going to try and make some little adjustments, as always, to try and get the right little balance for this. And I think that is a reasonable thing to start with there for Jack. And then we'll take a look for Alexander. Let's take a look here. His is quite different, so there we go. I am quite happy with that. And let's get straight in with practice number 1.
Radio check. Radio check.
So we're going to get Albon out first of all. There he is. Is that Albon with car number 80? And gonna give him a little bit of time to get round first. Get at least out of the pit lane. There we go. Okay, then as always we're gonna let him speed around and take a look at this. The one thing that I really love in the driving Formula 1 games, the ones where you actually do the driving yourself, that what I have seen a lot is that you when you come out of the tunnel, you know, the thing that always hits me when you're actually watching the race is obviously how bright the sunlight is when you come out of that tunnel. Literally it blinds you. And I believe the driving game has really hit the nail on the head of replicating that. You know, that is really good. Verstappen really low down in the standings at this really early stage. Very surprising there. He must be trying out some sort of new setting. At the moment we have got our usual Williams sandwich. With the Astons and ourselves, although it's saying that Vettel has just increased that, so about 2 seconds off the pace of the leaders. Okay. Which is not great.
It feels terrible.
Feels terrible. Right, well then we're getting you in.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
Right, so straight away we've got a much better situation with Jack in comparison. So we're looking at Albon. Yeah, we've got one optimal setting, which is towards the traction. So we know we need to be towards that bottom end there. But everything else, yeah, we need to really change that a lot. Try and keep that. Okay. Right, so how many laps do we think we've got left there? So we're going to go out for quite a while. So we normally go out for like 20 or so laps. I'm going to change what we normally do. Fuel up for maybe about... ...27 laps, I think. Really gives a chance to really go for it. So again, traction, we're in that right area, everything else is bad, so we want to really make changes where we can. Then so good, we're going to stay on those hards and then we're going to fuel up, there we go, for about 27 laps or so. Going to give them absolutely more time to get their the track acclimatization up. That's what we're going to really work on today. Go for pretty much the full 30 minutes that we have remaining once we're there. There we go. And then we're going to see what happens. Oh,
Okay, there's a big crash.
Oh, big crash. What's the situation?
There's been a crash. Let's see
Magnussen.
what happened there. Now just focus on the house.
So is that the swimming? Oh no, this is the casino section. Oh,
A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
it definitely hit the barriers there. So what does that mean? Are we going to have any flags or anything? Or no, they're just going to go, yeah, no, it's fine, you just carry on driving on. Yeah, this is where I want the realism to just change slightly. Just get slightly better at the tracks and the AI and what really happens. That's the only part of this game that's so far just lacking that little bit for me. Personally, coming down to Raskas, round past the pit wall, up the line. There we go. So we'll speed back up again and see how it goes. So now the Astons are now splitting us in it. Perez is right down the order. So Red Bull really having some mixed instances in this one. Haas are really improved compared to last time as this. It's only really Tsunoda and Ricciardo are the ones that more than 2 seconds like us at this moment in time. Yeah, we're really off the pace at this moment in time, so really hoping we get some good improvements as things come on with this. Tyre wise as well, all towards the back we're all using the hard, and all towards the front they're using the soft, so that may explain time wise where some of that difference is actually coming from. But yeah, nearly 3 seconds off the leader. This could be a long and lonely race. Okay, so any moment now we'll be getting our feedback from the drivers.
And car balance feedback when capacity.
So Jack saying it's feeling pretty good. And so Albon will be getting his information anytime soon as well. To be fair, some of these images here, this just looks so beautiful, really good race quality in terms of the camera angles and stuff. It could literally be like I'm watching the Formula 1 Grand Prix. If any of the developers ever kind of tune in and listen to this and want my thoughts, What I would think would be quite a nice thing to do is if we could maybe have something where you can hide like all the bits at the bottom, like the bottom left and right. So, for example, if you want to do a screenshot of the game, then obviously you've got that, and then maybe like an option to be able to save the like the highlights of the race. If you wanted to save it, here we go for Albon. It was feeling terrible before. Something still feels off. So we're still getting there, but Rome was never ever built in a day. So we're going to be carrying on for the last 5 minutes, get some well needed laps in, but we are currently at the back of the grid, which I'm not too worried about, unless we continue to have really bad days, in which case you may be thinking, did we end up having a bit of a fluke with the last race in Barcelona? But that's the end of the session. We'll see how we got on. So where are we in our setup? Oh my god, so 54% for Jack, 41 for Alex. I've never had it personally so low. That's really bad. Okay, so we need to work on this. We'll start with Alex. Let's take a look at what we can do. Obviously, we're going to change over to the mediums. We always go with mediums in session 2. What is it with the confidence here? So we had optimal traction. We've gone to great. So we know we need to get that back a little bit. Right, we're going to try that there, and again fuel up for 20 laps. And Jack, how are you feeling, me old boy? So we've changed our optimal one, so that's now oversteer, but it's cornering and the straights, which is probably not a good thing to be losing. You know, maybe that's why we're losing so much time here. So cornering, you can see we're outside of that range, so we want to get that right inside really. So we need to get that opposite way. So let's increase that first of all. The problem is that we're losing the traction now, and this is always a problem. You try and think, oh, I'm getting the hang of where I'm looking to get my setup, but then that takes something in another direction. So if we can get that low, then that and that takes that traction out there. So I think that's not a bad shout, looking at that. Right, let's fuel up for 20 laps. And go out again.
Radio check.
Copy, radio check.
Definitely the first 2 out. We like to maximise the amount of time that we can spend on track when we can. What's the point in staying in the pits for time after time after time? That's not what we want to do. Okay, so compared to Verstappen, straight away you're looking around about the same sort of time frame compared to the last one, which is not ideal. Is there going to be any way that we're going to be able to improve this? Maybe, maybe not. Looks like we may be quite far back off this one, unfortunately. Tsunoda had a really bad one, and then he's improved it. But then it's still not that much great in comparison to us. See, Vettel and Stroll, they take about 12, 13, 14 minutes before they go out and do their first laps, which baffles me. It really does baffle me. Why wait so long? Get out there. Get some track time. But we have beaten Vettel and Stroll at this current moment in time. Let's hope it stays that way. But yeah, definitely looking slow off the rest of the pack. So, at this moment in time, beating Aston is the best that we could hope for in this particular session.
Back on the car.
Right. So we're up to 70%. Much better. But definitely the straights is where we're not good at the moment. Let's try that direction. See if that one little change there makes any difference.
Okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, copy.
Right, so we're getting there. 59%, yes, still off. Right, yeah, so definitely the straights, we know kind of where we're kind of aiming for in that kind of section. I think we're working that with both drivers. Right, so we need to get that back up there. Let's make a little adjustment there. Let's try that. And so Jack is out. We'll see how he feels with those. And now I think what I'm going to do is Jack is going to go out now with a set of softs, and we can do some stuff. Great and good at the moment for traction and braking stability. Run, how long are we going to run for? 20 minutes. About 22 laps. There you go. Albon is also going to come in. And then again, we are going to... We're still bad with the braking stability. He's really not happy there. We're really struggling to get that kind of set up in place there. I'll be good if we don't manage to nail the setup on this one. It's It'll be the first time that we managed to still get bad in something. That'd be very disappointing.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
Feel pretty good. That's all we get. Pretty good. We've been having some really great ones recently. Nothing really more than that, unfortunately, on this instance. Come on, Alex. There we go. He's got me his 5. The worry with these is sometimes it takes a while for Alex to be able to give me to generate it, and it just makes life a little bit difficult because it runs that risk of, oh, you're not going to quite get 5 answers in time by the end of the session, which really puts you at a disadvantage. Okay, so where are we now after the end of session 2? Let's take a look. I'm at 65%. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay.
Today we see the
Right. So weather's looking absolutely fine. Right. I'm set up. Right. Let's switch that to the opposite end. Right, I think that's where we're going to be going with this. I think that's about right. So, get out. About 20 laps worth. And what can we do for Jack? Most things are good. It's where do we find that boost, really? That little marginal advantage. Oh god, I'm really cocking up here. Right, let's go back to the beginning. Right. Let's try that. Let's go for 19 laps. There we go. Right, okay. On to practice number 3.
Radio check. Copy, radio check.
And how can we do in session 3? I'm really hoping we get a nice little boost now. I mean, the track acclimatization is right there. They're really at one with the parts now, which is a big difference. obviously we've had a whole race to get used to the changes of the parts that we had in. Just slightly slower than Vettel at this moment in time, still towards the back of the grid. Verstappen hasn't gone yet, and he's been one of the fastest of this weekend. Well, yeah, we may have to accept that this is not going to be our race. But you never know what happens in the race itself. Mercedes is a prime example of that in real life at the moment. They just can never seem to get either their practice or their qualifying setups right, but in the race it seems to go reasonably well for them, and they're quite consistent. So it's very weird, very strange, very much. So you never know what's going to happen. I didn't spot that they were running out of fuel. I thought I gave them more than enough to get round.
Car balance feedback when capacity.
Pretty good. Still just pretty good. Oh, so that change we made there literally only changed one for another, really. So we're going to go back. Check that, and then we're going to need a brand new set. And we're going to give them more running time this time, so let's give them, say, 26 laps worth of fuel. Right, we're almost there. We're up to 79%. Optimal, the straights is basically, you want to keep the straights to the minimum, really. That's what you want to do there. That's where we were before. Alright, that tiny little tweak, that might be enough. And so again, we're gonna say 30 laps worth, just in case. Right, he can go out. Albon. As soon as everything's good, he can go out. Oh, come on. Quite a bit of fuel. Maybe a little bit too much here. Again, maybe a little bit too much. We should hopefully get to 100% track acclimatization by the end as well. but I don't know if we're going to get full quantity of results. This is always a problem. If I could get things better earlier, then that would be good. What I'm thinking of doing at one point is, in my off time, just working on trying to get a setup, trialing it. Well, try and work out a really great setup. Then they're literally writing down what they were. Then loading the game again and going through it again and putting those exact things in and just seeing what happens. Does that give you straight away the impact that you were hoping for? Right. Doing the car feels pretty good. So not clear whether that's... He's not saying that anything is dramatically brilliant. And this has been a disappointing situation with this. Oh, is he going to get one more? I don't think Albon will. I think we're going to be at 4 out of 5. Right, so how did we end up with this one? Yeah, we basically Lance Stroll has split us. Yeah, I think this might end up being quite a tough race. I mean, Tsunoda and Mick, who we were battling with last time out, they are like a whole tenth of a second faster than us, really. So, Jack has set up confidence to 75, but I think we had it better before. I really do. I think we had it better before. The best was 78, so we're going to revert back to that best setup. The best one we had for him. Yeah. Considering where we were before, that was definitely outside that area, and I'm happy to go with that and risk it. That it's worse off. I'm happy to risk that. Ooh. Well, here we go. It is time for qualifying at the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's take it away.
Radio check. Copy, radio check.
So, as always, let's get out straight away. We want to get a nice, lovely, clean lap in without any interference. So, we're going to follow Albon throughout this circuit. I like to skip through a lot of the free practice, not really show any of the major footage. As for Monaco especially, I want to see how this all looks as you go around, and oh my god, does it look beautiful. For a bit of fun, the other day I went online to Google on Rightmove, well, technically Rightmove International, what the sort of property prices were like in Monaco. And I think it was something ridiculous, like there was like a 2-bedroom apartment there, which was something like, obviously when you convert from euros to English pounds, which of course I am, it works out in the region of about £40 million for a 2-bed apartment. My little flat cost me £50,000. It's a 1-bed, but then again it's like an ex-council thing, so it's a little bit different, you know, Monaco to Middle England, you know. So never mind. But here we go. So we're about to start the first flying lap. Let's bring the telemetry on board, and we'll see obviously how both drivers compare to each other as we go round. And I think we're going to be nice and clean as we go around. No traffic whatsoever. Really good. Always like that. So, Albon goes purple first of all. Of course, that's going to be beaten. 19.2 for sector 1. Jag goes quicker than him, 19.26. So 200ths of a second there. Coming into sector 2, going through the tunnel. Oh, just listen to the noise of that tunnel and the echo. God, that sounds beautiful. Nicely round the chicane there. Nice and close to the corner of the barrier. What we're going to do. Again, we go purple, 33.6. And can Jack improve on that? 34.0. So at the moment, I think Albon has just got the edge by a couple of hundredths. Maybe like a tenth, 2 tenths. Crossing the line. 1:13.2. One of the best times we've done all weekend so far. Potentially promising, but how's that compare? So Jack was 4 tenths off on that one. 4 tenths off. Not bad. We'll see what happens there. Because I believe Perez is going around as we speak. So can we look at the sectors? So of course Perez has gone purple. What would you expect when we're the ones who's gone round? Red Bull compared to Williams, no comparison. However, that is what we're aiming for. We're in this for the long haul and we want to really try and improve. He's coming through the tunnel and Albon is just up ahead of him on a cool down lap. Is he going to hold up Perez? Is he going to hold him up? Maybe. Or is that actually a Mercedes in front of him? Might be a Mercedes. Is someone going to get in his way? Or is it a Haas? It's very hard to tell.
Enter pit lane.
Copy. Step through white line in perimeter.
Okay. But we're going to use our sets with this. So we're going to basically go out again on the same set of tyres. See what we can do. Same set. Perfect. We'll follow Jack around this time to see how he gets on. So Perez actually went slower than Albon. He must have got caught up in the traffic then for that to happen. Vettel. Ooh. Yeah, is that about a second behind Vettel? Vettel had a flyer. An absolute flyer of a lap. So Albon is going through first. We'll see what he can do in comparison to his previous lap. So we're on board with Jack. So Albon has gone quicker in sector 1 than his initial lap. Jack unfortunately has gone a little bit slower. He was coming down to a small hairpin. Really slow speeds into that. Picking up speed. Coming around the corner, getting towards the straight, going through the tunnel. Oh, again, just listen to that echo. Sounds gorgeous. Albon coming to sector 2. He's also gone faster. So he's looking to improve. That's really good. 13.299 to beat. Jack has also picked up his speed. That's Albon. He's coming through. Goes through to the final line. 13.299 to beat. What does he do? He's improved by about 600ths of a second. 13. And was Jack quicker there? Yes, Jack did improve, so we're definitely closer to each other. Albon, yeah, Albon is a lot closer from the looks of it to Vettel there. Yeah, that seemed a bit strange to me. They were that far off. Okay, so we're getting round again. Currently being a Red Bull, which is unusual, put it that way. So, brand new set. Same again there. And Albon's going out. We're just getting out there. We're going for it in this session. Really going for it. Jack a little bit slow behind there. Got held up. Who's he behind? Looks like he might be behind the no, that's an Alpha of Gasly. But he has actually slowed someone down there. Who's behind him? I can't see. It's a Haas. It's one of the Haas. Is that an Aston? I believe that is an Aston behind Albon. Are they on the same strategy or are they doing differently? Is Aston maybe going to get a tow from Albon? That'd be really crappy if he does. Going past the swimming pool. And Raskas. Actually, no, he was on a cooldown, so that's fine. He's not going to get interfered with. I think Albon's going to get a lovely clear run. Jack, though, on the other hand, he may come into problems. May get caught up in traffic. Oh, he's been compromised. Right. Right. Jack is coming straight in. He's been too compromised. Albon, slow first sector. Up ahead. Is he going to get in the way? I think he's going to compromise him again. I mean, he was faster in Sector 2, but I think in Sector 3, I think he's going to be too low again. Yeah, no, he definitely didn't improve there. It's that Alpine in front of him. It was Ocon.
Entering the pit lane.
Copy. Watch out, wide line and pick limiter.
So I'm thinking we need to set him up for 2 flying laps. If we do go for 2 flying laps, we might get something. Might get at least 1 clear run. Definitely some slow cars at the moment. Yeah, Prez, I mean, how many runs has Prez done? Right. Have we got enough time? I'm trying to think. 1:13, that's 2 minutes. Oh, it'll be tight. It'll be tight, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna attempt it. Oh, they're in their traffic. No, we didn't. But interestingly, Zhou Guanyu was slower, as was Lance Stroll. So we've actually qualified 17th and 18th, which again is better than what we could have hoped for. Vettel went a little bit faster. Ricciardo did quite poorly there in practice in qualifying 1.
Welcome to race day. And before we get down to it, last minute checks are being made.
Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. Haas proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them in a very good position to make the most of this race start. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
So as the drivers prepare to weave their way around the streets of Monaco, you have to think there'll be twists and turns aplenty.
So, I do believe that the strategy is going to be so vitally important in this particular one. Take a look. I mean, it's only ever going to be a one-stop in this race. Obviously, there's potential for crashes and obviously then the safety cars where we may have to adjust our strategy. Oh, it's so difficult. It's really difficult how to go with this. Because overtaking is so difficult. I think our best opportunity for overtaking is probably going to be off the start, realistically. So I just adjust that there, I think, for Jack. Obviously his tyre wear is a little bit worse for wear. We can adjust as we see accordingly. For Albon, do we go opposite and go hard soft, or do we go medium soft? Really split the strategy. We're talking literally a 3 second. The 3 seconds could be huge. Ooh. Now you know what? I'm doing it with the same. We're going hard. Sorry, soft hards with these. Right, so Alex in the end got an 82% confidence, so that was his best result. That is really, really good. Really great. Going off start, we literally need to push and attack for both of them. You know, use the opportunity to try and get through the fields if we can, and then we'll obviously bring it back down. Oh, here we go, the Monaco Grand Prix.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. Here we have Alexander Albon. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting. They're in the back half
Sorry,
of the
press the
pack,
wrong button there.
so
I do
they'll need to
apologise
work
there.
hard if they want a podium finish. The teams are ready to go.
Oh,
We're here and the streets are abuzz at the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
here we go. Off the start. Albon is already pushing. He's already pushing to try and overtake Vettel. He's got the inside line. Has he cleared him completely? He has indeed. Great driving, great start. Oh, that looked bloody close.
You can afford to drop back.
Okay, back off.
Robbie.
There we go. Just wanted to try and get past Vettel there on the initial start. Coming down towards the chicane, nice and smoothly round there. Now we're already losing touch with Tsunoda, already outside DRS range on the first lap. My God! And to be honest, actually Jack is already with Vettel already, although that's suddenly very quickly come down again. So this is definitely the race against the Astons. That's all we're getting in this race. Unless we get some crashes, I can't envisage us doing like we did last time and really challenging with the cars in front with Tsunoda. I really don't. But you never know. What's strategy for tyre-wise? Vettel's gone for the hards and Stroll's for the mediums. So they're going the opposite way. So we really need to try and take advantage where we can, if at all possible. So I'm going to ask both of them just to push a little bit. You can push a little bit on your fuel.
And we think you can reduce lifting coast. Got it. DRS enabled.
And it looks like we might just be now outside of the DRS range from Vettel, but Jack may also be in the range. Has he got his DRS open? He didn't on that occasion.
Let's just do lift and coast.
Yep, copy.
Okay, so we're going to speed up a little bit. Just let the race settle into it a little bit. Vettel's really dropping back from Albon there, which is good news. But Doohan is staying quite close to him. This is always a problem with Monaco. There's so little chances for overtaking. That's why we really had to try take advantage of that on the starts. So we're into lap 8. Let's see, tyres are looking reasonable. So Guan Yu Zhou has managed to pass Lance Stroll and he's looking to make his way up the field. So let's see if... Right, we definitely want to use your fuel, boy.
Reduce the lift and co.
Copy.
And we need to try and get an overtake on him. Go on.
Okay, copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy, copy.
Neutral just for a second. And
use overtake,
Copy.
can we get anything in the tunnel? Or is he a little bit too far away?
Copy.
I was just sort of settling into his race. He's just getting on by. Not much we can say, but Jack is right on the tail here, coming towards Raskas. So we're going to ask him to just go a little bit more attacking.
Focus and push.
Copy.
Can we get him on the pit straight? Really go for it. There it is, DRS wide open. Oh! Vettel just closed the door on us there. Can he go for it in the next one? Do we have DRS? I don't think we've got a DRS zone here. Really pushing for it. See, this is a problem with Monaco as well. You have the DRS there, but it's such a short pit straight. So short. So by the time you just kind of getting alongside, you've got very little chance to actually try and make that move stick. So it's really difficult there. Okay, so just back on your tyres again a little bit. Oh, Albon, oh, bring your fuel back down.
Increase lifting coast.
Yes.
Yeah, Albon nearly 5.5 seconds off Tsunoda. I think Albon is pretty much just going to be where he is for this race. You know, unless, like I said, we get any crashes or retirements of any kind, I think this is just going to be it, you know. So Guan Yu Zhou still right behind him. Oof. Oh, going to have to go around the outside. Yeah, Vettel manages to close off that door, but it means that Vettel is, of course, now dropping back. Oh, he's going around the outside. Has he got him? He's got him! Jack has managed to get past Vettel. Wow. Well done. Great driving there.
And a new position.
Let's watch that again. That was beautiful.
Let's take a closer look. Now we see the
just had the inside line, take it all the way around as you're going into is on the outside into the next corner. I was thinking he was going to lose it, but then he managed to get it. So now Vettel's going to have to battle with Guan Yu Zhou.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Well done, Jack. That was great. That's what I brought in for. Latifi was never going to do anything like that. But it goes. Jack's quite an aggressive driver, so he's going to try and go for these things. And already he's trying to pull away from Vettel. This is fantastic. We've definitely got the edge on the Astons now. And I really didn't think that we were going into this race. I was thinking, could have been a bit of a fluke, but we're definitely getting there. Right, let's get your fuel back down.
We want to leave cool, please.
But literally use your ERS. Literally go for it.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Okay, max saving, it's fuel saving.
Copy.
Full deploy.
Yes.
And Vettel is outside of the DRS range again. So hopefully them two are going to battle each other, and then it's really going to have to go.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Yep, copy.
Going past the swimming pool. Going down towards Westcast. Nice and smooth, lovely. Tyres are quite comparable to everyone else. So the mediums aren't that too far away in terms of percentages, really. So they're only, I think, going to do a couple of extra laps in comparison. Right, so we're going to let this kind of settle in a little bit.
The DRS.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So Guan Yu Zhou's stuck behind Vettel. He just can't get. Oh, speaking of the level, he literally does. But he's rapidly closing down the gap already on Jack. Literally was about 2 seconds behind, and that's the problem. You know, it's clearly in a faster car, but if you can't get past the Monaco, what can you do? So he's surely going to get the ERS here. Is this where Guan Yu Zhou's going to get past him, or is he going to be able to defend? Let's have a look. He's going for it. But no, it's too short. The pit straight is just too short for him to get to the speed that he needs to get past him. But of course, while he's battling here, does mean that Vettel is going to be able to catch up. Is there, just thinking, see, I'm just trying to say that, is there a way of just saying, yeah, you know what, just let him go, but there doesn't seem to be. It says obviously don't fight your teammate. No, because we're not racing with Guan Yu Zhou, really. We're not. If this allows Vettel to come back into the picture, I'll really not be happy. But he's about where he is. He's not really closing the gap at all, even though Guan Yu Zhou is trying to get past him. Right, how are we looking in tyre wear? Yeah, looking pretty much spot on, really. Pretty much spot on. And Guan Yu Zhou does finally manage to get past him.
Looks like that was a position.
Let's have a look, see how he managed to do that. He was
Here's the
actually
replay.
on this pit straight.
Let's take another
So he
look.
got the ERS, so
There
it
we
must have
have
been so much closer, and he managed to get the inside line. Sweet round, thank you very much. Well done, Jack, for literally keeping him at bay for as long as you did. That was really great to see. Really, really great. And Vettel averaging in the region of about 2.5 minutes. He's starting to catch up a little bit as he That sign the tyres are wearing down a little bit. It's definitely quite possible. But no, he's dropped a lot further back. And Guan Yu very quickly caught up with Alexander Albon. Very, very quickly. So you can push your fuel a little bit.
The lift and co.
Copy.
So just going to keep on Jack, because he will be coming into pit very, very soon, as are, I presume, a lot of the other drivers. Tyre wear in this one is not really been a factor in comparison to everything else. So you see above the DRS side there, that obviously is where it's just increasing when you get closer and closer to that, what they call the optimal time to pit, which on this, I'm thinking, because Vettel's quite likely to go on to hards, I'm thinking of just maybe trying to stretch out the stint that little bit, possibly, although the tyres are coming down. Right, no, I think I'm going to make that change now.
Box, watch out, white line.
So we've got all of those cars behind us, and Vettel is literally right on us, so we're losing so much time there.
Understood. Okay,
So here we go, coming in for the pit.
Exit. Watch the white light and pit and exit.
So Guan Yu finally managed to get past Albon, and Vettel is about 8.5 seconds behind Albon. And I'm thinking, I'm just watching the time from Vettel to Albon. Just want to see how this goes over the next lap or two. Because if I see this time suddenly coming down really fast, then I absolutely want to pit. Yeah, we're starting to get the lap cars coming up behind us. So I am making that decision. We're going to get in. That will allow the lap cars to just breeze on by us, because we know this is going to happen.
Go box.
So
box.
literally full send.
Go push.
Yep, copy.
Full send for this lap.
Let's reduce lifting coast.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's got a Ferrari behind. That must be signs, because we've already had one. There you go. You can see a lot of the soft runners there already in the pits. It is that optimal time to come in. You just had to give way for the blue flag there. Coming up towards the pit, let's hope we get a really, really good pit. Oh, has Vettel pitted as well? No, I must have been on the wrong setting. No, because I didn't think he was suddenly 20 odd seconds behind. And the leaders are in. I think that was Leclerc that we were behind there. Oh, I love that top-down angle view. Oh, that's a slow stop. That's a slow stop. We had to give way to those faster cars. So that is a slow stop. That's not good. We've got another one there.
You can afford to drop back. Copy.
This is always a problem when you got these lap cars and you get in the traffic.
By 1 level.
Yep, okay.
Let's speed up a little bit. As it currently stands, I'm just trying to calculate it. No. So about 13 seconds. So we should retake the lead over Vettel when we come back out. We should do, I believe. When he comes in. Yeah, Vettel, Stroll, and Stroll is in. But then he was on the mediums. So I think it's literally Tsunoda and Vettel, the only ones. So they must be on they're both on the hards. Yeah, so everyone is literally on the hards apart from them two. Oh, sorry, including them two, but they obviously started on it. This is where Vettel is. Vettel has got Guan Yu Zhou right behind him, so hopefully that's going to slow him down a little bit. That was to catch back up. Let's just increase the fuel consumption for a little bit, just push a little bit harder there.
And we think you can reduce lift and coast.
Copy.
And yeah, we've probably closed the gap to Vettel to about 2 seconds or so. Also by about 2 seconds, I believe. Verstappen's so clear in this race. Nearly 9 seconds clear of this race. And this just shows you the gap. Hamilton, 31 seconds behind the top four, the Red Bulls and the Ferraris. Wow. Oh, don't forget to take these down. I always forget to do this.
Copy.
Increase lift and coast.
Okay.
So, how did we do on our tyres? We did... Sorry, I just want to calculate this 1 second. What was it? It was about 27. So, I'm expecting Vettel to probably pit in around about 10 laps time. Let's just keep an eye out on that. Guan Yu Zhou's still stuck behind Vettel. He's obviously getting further and further away from Mick Schumacher ahead. So just cover that on this. Getting a little bit slower. Albon's dropping back a little bit. Just going to ask him just to try and pick up the pace a little bit. Right. Sometime soon, I'm now expecting Vettel to be coming in the next couple of laps. So we're going to keep an eye on Vettel, because this is really important. We need to know when to really try and send it to make sure that we do get a very good healthy lead. He's gone by the pit on this occasion. By the way, that I'm not looking at my own teammates, you know. Right, so we'll just drop that back a little bit, make sure we keep nice and cool. Just going to... no, stay like that for now. Yeah, you can go.
To increase lift and coast. Yes.
Vettel's got a whole gaggle of cars behind him. I think they might slow him down. I think he's got traffic. I think he's going to have to give way to the blue flags. I think he's going to get lapped. And there you go. Yes, he has already moved out of the way of the McLaren. Sorry, the Mercedes. And yep,
increase lifting coast.
Yes.
So we've definitely gained a couple of seconds there.
Leave cool, please.
We've definitely gained a couple of seconds there. What with the blue flags? Right, is he going to be coming into pit? No, he doesn't. So he's still staying out there. Still staying out for the time being. Has Tsunoda pitted yet? He has. Vettel is literally the last person we're waiting on. Literally the last person. Gonna have to move out of the way, I'm guessing. Oh no, I think that's Guan Yu Zhou actually behind him, so he hasn't got blue flags to go for. Literally, he's just battling with Guan Yu Zhou. So as Vettel comes out of the swimming pool, Albon is basically behind, about to go through the swimming pool, sorry, the tunnel. I do apologise. As they're still battling. I'm surprised there haven't been any incidents as of note of any kind yet. They're coming towards Raskas. Is he going to pit now? No, still going. Just flying round. Speed the time a little bit. One joy with this. Oh, Guan Yu Zhou, he's had the blue flag, so Vettel is going to have blue flags if he doesn't pit soon. I think he will have it on the next lap. Is he going to pit to avoid that? Well, let's see. He does. He's in. He is in. All right, Albon, I want you to attack. You've got the fuel, so push that. Jack, you do the same.
So let's just go push.
Need to go for this. Fella's in the pit. He's just getting changed now. So, oh, this looks quite close. No, he has got him. He has absolutely got him. Jack is not going to do that, I don't believe. He's going to get quite close to him, though. But he's got the lap cars right near him, so we're going to straight away bring that right back down. Albon, no. How much gap have we got? We've got about an 8-second gap. But Vettel is on the faster car, so this could be interesting. But no, he's dropping back, it looks like. About 11 seconds. Again, maybe was that the blue flags? Because going... averaging about between 9 and 10 at this moment in time. So there you go, you got Albon down the pit straight. Vettel, so Jack is right behind him. Jack's doing really, really well. Lando Norris are probably going to be the next lap ones to try and overtake them. But Albon has now had the lap cars clear him. Oh, the gap's down to about 5.6. Let's ride on board with Jack, just see how close he is. 1.6 away. Just asked to push the fuel a little bit for both drivers.
Look at reducing the lift and co.
Copy.
I need to deploy a little bit of ERS.
Use the rest.
Copy.
Let's see if we can get that a little bit closer to him again. Yeah, feels pretty much exactly where we want him to be at this moment in time. See, the thing in Monaco, even though the tyre's coming down for Vettel, as we've seen already in this race with the amount of distances, it's one thing to catch a car, it's another to be able to actually overtake him. So we're going to speed up again a little bit. So we've got about 17 laps left to go. Vettel is closing down. He's around about the 4-second mark. So about 3.5. He's definitely starting to catch. Oh! Jack just spun. Jack just spun. Any damage?
We've just had a crash on the track. Let's have a look. Now we see the Williams here.
What happened? Oh!
Oh, a nasty crash there.
Right. And I think he's got a puncture. Yeah, he's at 0%. So yeah, he's literally got a puncture. He needs to be in. No damage to the front wing. That is good. Right, hang on. How long have we got left? Oh, we've got, yeah, it's straight onto the hards. It is absolutely onto the hards. So we've got a scrub set of hard compound tyres, but they're literally they've done a single lap. It was that one where we had to back off because yeah, the cars just got in the way. So problem is, it's so difficult to see any damage. He's clearly got to have some sort of a puncture. Can't see any damage mods on here. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I think he's going to end up finishing last. Again, I can't see any damage to it, but it's clear he's got a puncture because he's on 0%. He's literally backing everyone up. Unfortunately, I think that is the race done for Jack. Unfortunately, so everything is literally down to Albon here. So yeah, I don't think there's any kind of visual mods to this. To be honest, I think, unfortunately, I think we're going to lose out. I think we're going to lose out to both Aston Martins on this particular instance. But this one, he can really attack. I mean, if it's a safety car, maybe we can get back into it. But right now, I mean, how far? 17 seconds behind Lance Stroll. What's he on? I mean, he's on hard compound towers, so you never know. You know, we might be lucky enough, we might get, but then of course we've got lap cars bloody right behind us. So no, everything is all about Jack at the moment. Sorry, Albon. 2 seconds, so about 12 laps remaining.
Register lift and co.
Copy.
Yeah. Lance Stroll is pretty much halfway around the track. Yeah. Jack, bless him. I don't even think there's really much point you carrying on, mate. Just nurse it home. But Vettel is literally on the back of him.
Okay, max saving, max fuel saving.
Yes, okay.
Can Albon manage to hold on? Could there be any late drama? Could there be a safety car or something of that kind of nature? If it's a safety car, is it worth boxing? You know, it depends what happens. Vettel's going for it. Not on this occasion. Instinct's looking okay at the moment. Right. So we want to just try and keep an advantage. I know they're getting a little bit warm, don't worry, you're doing a fantastic job.
To drop back.
Okay.
There we go.
So lifting coast level 3.
Yes.
That has kind of increased a little bit again. I'm just going to give him a chance to try, but I just don't see it happening. So the main focus is all about
we are happy to push.
Albon. Everything's all on Albon.
Yeah, copy.
We can do that. I think that's a reasonably good job. Oh, this is really tense. This is really tense. Oh, he just can't get the time out of him. Right, so we're getting ready to go defend again. Go around Vasquez. Right. Literally on the pit straight. We've got the lap cars coming up behind us. We're going to impact Vettel more than us initially. Just need to hold it off. Hold him off. If the lap cars interfere with this, I'm going to be so annoyed. Jesus, it's literally everyone up to Hamilton has been lapped. Wow. And we're 2 laps down. Actually, Jack's 3 laps down. Bless him. Oh dear. But I do think we have fuel to spare because obviously we're a couple laps down. So, unless that's calculated into this, I'm not sure with this. Let's just speed up a little bit, get towards the end because that's where we're vulnerable. Vettel has already been lapped, so he's dropping back already. Oh, but there goes Vettel again. He's battling. I'm just letting him go through. And there's Vettel. Vettel getting out of the way for the other lap car.
There's 8 laps to go. 8 to go.
Oh, this is going to slow us down.
We're happy to push on with the tyres.
There we go. There's the lap car's gone past us. Let's just try and increase the speed a little bit. Oh, I'm so worried with those lap cars. I really, really am.
Yep,
So worried, so concerned.
Just do lift and coaster.
Okay, copy.
About half second behind us. Oh, can we hold on? Can we just hold on? Hold on. Oh, getting ready to go defend. Don't want to wear out the tyres too much. We're just doing this on the pit straight.
To push.
We don't want to lose out on with the ERS. Right. I've done it again. I did actually forget to check whether I think that's the only ERS zone from memory. I mean, obviously, anyone who's watching, comment down below. Tell me, am I incorrect? I do believe there's only one, or do they have it in the tunnel as well? Actually, let's take a quick look. And look from behind his wing, see if it opens during the tunnel. No, it doesn't open in the tunnel. No, it doesn't open in the tunnel, so surely that's got to be... Literally, the pit straight's the only ERS zone, DRS zone. Right, getting ready to defend again. Whew. You can do this, mate. Ooh.
Go push.
Yep, copy.
Oh, this is so tight. Oh, safety car! Safety car! What's happened?
Okay, it's a safety car.
No, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's a big crash.
Who's crashed? Who's crashed? Car has retired, but we're not going to be last. That's good. It's Alonso.
Let's take a look at the
Turn
replay.
4.
Okay, so there we have the Alpine.
Doesn't look like he's got anyone near him. Oh!
Me, they won't have been
Just
expecting
literally
that.
went straight into the barrier. Yeah, they definitely need a safety car there. Oh my word. So could Jack get into this? I mean, with 2 laps to go. So Albon is literally right behind the safety car, and he's been allowed to go past, I think, to unlap himself. Go light on the tyres. Really conserve these tyres, guys, just in case we have an opportunity to lose them. Oh my god.
Okay, back
Yeah,
off.
back off everything, just in case.
We want
Just
to leave
in case.
please. Copy.
Let's reduce lifting coast by 1 level.
Copy.
Are we going to finish under... I think we're going to finish behind the safety car, to be honest, guys. So I think this is going to be it. So I think Albon will finish P16 and Jack will finish P5.
So 1 more lap.
P19, P5, what am I going on about? Yeah, there's Verstappen behind the safety car.
safety car in this lap, so just prepare for a restart.
Copy.
Oh, I need to be on the ball. Right, hang on. Because I don't want to be caught shortchanged. I really don't. Right. Jack might be okay because he's still, I think, still lapped. Yeah, I think we're still 2 laps down, so I think we're going to be okay. But I'm just putting everything up just in case.
You can push through all corners.
Yeah.
There's Jack literally on the back of the racing line. Normal racing has resumed. So it's literally Albon and Vettel. They are having to fight it out.
Over the finish line and today's winner.
But I think we've got just enough pace. Yes. We did that well. Oh. There we go. Oh, wow. That was a big one. That was a big result there. Really, really big result. An
okay performance for Alex Albon today.
An okay performance, yeah. To be fair, it wasn't the best result. Sorry, the best race in the world. Of course it wasn't.
That will need a bit of work.
Yep, plenty for them to think about and strategize. And certainly a good enough result for now.
With the race wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Wow. Good result. Good result. I mean, realistically, the way that Albon's going, I do believe that we would have held Vettel back. I don't believe that he would have overtaken us. It's very unfortunate for Jack because obviously he span out. He had a puncture, so he had to pit. There was no getting away from that. So that was unfortunate, and of course Fernando Alonso crashed. And he did actually have to retire. It's bittersweet because at the same time, Alex Albon, because he's earned P16, obviously he's earned $700,000. But was it a deserved one? You could debate that. You could really could debate that. Still no points on the board. Kevin, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Albon, Vettel, Stroll and Doohan. We'll ignore Nicholas Latifi. All of those are still on 0 points for it. Are we going to get any points this season? Realistically, probably not. You know, we're probably more looking at that for next year. But we still stay above the Aston at the moment. So it's Haas, Williams and Aston, all other three without any points of the season. McLaren really bad. They've literally scored 8 points all season. I mean, I know bloody Daniel Ricciardo isn't doing really well, but you know, Lando Norris is normally quite consistent. Okay, and Albon has gained himself a development point, so we're going to spend that. We're going to prove something for him there. So Jack has to get 15th or higher to get his bonus, which I believe is considerably less. But Albon is a better driver. It's just unfortunate that the original amount was... the original target was like 10th. So we've had to pay out a little bit recently to get that from him. Right. Missing car parts from car 1. So that's a chassis. Oh! And we have no chassis available. Right, we need to do one immediately. Right. Manufacture a chassis. Right. Do that. We need one. How long is that going to take? 8 days. When's Azerbaijan? That's in 11 days. Hang on. I need to work this out. Because we might have to rush this. Where are we? So that was Monaco. Right, so we are the 30th. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. No, that would be okay, actually. Right, we would definitely get one by then. Okay. Right. Manufacture that. That'd be right to get 2, just in case. 600,000. $300,000 for everyone you do where it's literally an emergency situation where you get it that very much day. So in theory, that could mean that we could actually have this new suspension for this race. Ooh. For Azerbaijan. That's interesting. I didn't really think about stuff like that. Okay. So we've got enough of the front wings. That's really, really good. Yep, the board are happy after Monaco. That's really, really good. Top speed, yeah, we know that. We absolutely know that. Right, drivers, we can improve for Alexander Albon. What do we want to spend this on? Quite well-rounded all over. Right, let's have a think. Right, I want to improve his cornering. That's quite a low one at the moment. So yeah, I want to improve his cornering there. I think that's the right way to do. Yep, so we know that situation. We've put that into place. We've got a facility upgrade, the team hub, which is the one I believe improves. Yes, so we get better weekly experience game. I can't remember if that's staff or if that is the drivers. I think it's probably the staff. The morale is up, the team attractiveness is up. It just means we spend a bit more money to do that. Sponsorship obligation on Friday, that happens, and then on Tuesday, that is when we get the stuff. Right, we're right to inform you. The board are satisfied with your recent work as team principal. Keep performing as well as possible during races. Keep meeting the board's objectives. Keep a keen eye on your finances, and our confidence will only grow. I would expect a good result in your board review in 2 months. Okay, interesting. Financial report. Let's go to finances. What happened there? We were up. We were up for the month. So I thought we would have been down actually, because I thought we'd spent some on facilities. Never mind. Suspension is low, but that's fine because we're getting a new one coming in. Design complete. Okay, so the chassis has been managed, so that's good. We'll install that. So that is on both cars, so we're fine there. We're back up to scratch with that. Now, no, we want to manufacture. Right, it's the suspension that we have brought in. And really, one of the things was to do with the corners, I believe, on this one. Right, we're in 3 days, so we need 2 of them. We're not going to get any in time for Azerbaijan unless we rush them in. It'd be only $500,000. I think it is worth going for them. So we get them today, and then manufacture some more of that suspension under normal conditions, so we have some spare, of course. Right, so we're going to save off on our design until literally the next session, which is in about 20 days. So we've done front and rear wing, and we've done suspension now. Where do we need to improve on our speed. So side pods does top speed and acceleration. So definitely look at doing our side pods. Or the chassis. We're going to have a look at that when we obviously get more hours in to see what kind of situation we look at, what kind of games we get, and how that's ultimately going to affect us mostly. But as of right now, some things to have a think about. Maybe with do apologise, my controller just died on me, just had to plug that in. Okay. So let's change this suspension. So okay, so we've really had an increase on our high speed in comparison. So medium speed and high speed downforce has definitely increased. That's good. That's definitely an improvement. High speed particularly. Let's just have a look at the powertrains. How are we looking for both cars? EMS is looking okay still for both. Obviously 1, 2, absolutely fine there. Gearboxes, how are we looking here? About halfway, so absolutely fine for the powertrains. Okay. So we're going to be moving forward because we've got coming up the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Got no idea how we're going to do with this. So let's take a look. Start with the circuit influx. So you have the 2 ERS zones, obviously one right the way coming down the main high speed pit straight, and then going between corners 2 and 3. We've got a big massive one there. So many straights in this one. The corners are really slow corners. And the straight and the fast ones, they're minimal. So really, the straights is where we're going to get anything if we do top speed, low speed, top speed and low speed. They're the ones that really this update probably isn't going to have an effect on. It's probably going to be very, very minimal. Lots of safety cars. Expected strategies, it's expected to be a one-stop. Probably, realistically, I think with the mediums and the hards, it gives us more options to change around in case of safety cars and things, depending on how everything's going. Doesn't look like a huge amount of difference between the average lap times, again. How did we do last time? Right towards the back. Well, Latifi was literally back of the grid. George Russell in the Williams, he DNF'd along with Verstappen, Stroll and Ocon. Oh god, yeah, that was the one where you had the safety car, yeah, from the tyre blowout. Lewis Hamilton on the restart literally completely cooked his tyres by leaving a switch or something like that on. That was blooming ridiculous. Imagine if that had all been different. He had turned that switch on, he probably would have been good. So a lot of teams, it looks like, using a lot of their components and getting close to possibly requiring penalties. So that'll be interesting. How Aston Martin doing? Because obviously they're the closest ones. Vettel is the gearbox. He's gone through a lot of gearboxes, but Lance Stroll's doing reasonably well. We are on our second, obviously, for the engine and the gearbox. Anywhere else, it's not too bad. Is there anything else I need to be aware of here? Oh, there you go. You can actually see percentages wise. Albon may need the ERS change coming up, but I'm not expecting this to be a good race because we've got very bad straight line speed, top speeds and accelerations and stuff, so I have a feeling this is going to be a long, difficult one. But you never know if this is suspension that's come in, if it's going to have an impact. We can only see. So let's proceed to the race weekend. Hopefully we don't get any random glitches, bugs in this game where that will randomly throw cars up into the air. Anyone who's played Formula 1 22, the actual driving game, you may have an idea of what I'm talking about there.
Where we're looking forward to a weekend of racing among the medieval and the modern, here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Drivers will be battling it out on the streets of the Baku city circuit, a real contradiction of a track. From the long main straight, where the less drag the better, to the tight turns where downforce is a necessity. Teams are going to have to work hard to get that balance right. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder what else is in store for the teams. Well, there's only one way to find out. Okay then, let's get to it.
Okay, so anyone who's seen my videos before knows how I do this. We are going hard compound tyres. Oh, I didn't mean to do it quite like that. Hard compound tyres, going out, loads of fuel. And let's do this. There we go. We go same for Albon. There we go. And here we go.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check.
That's green now. Green now.
And off we go. Vettel's gone out very quickly, which is unlike them. They normally like to wait around a little bit. So once we get the first laps in, we will just get an idea how we're looking with Vettel wise. Oh my god, like nearly 2 seconds off Vettel. Wow, that's big. That's really big. I did not expect that. This could definitely be a long and lonely race, I'm telling you. So I have a definite feeling that we want to start on the hards on this one. That's my initial gut feeling. Go long, really long into this race. Really, really long. Even Stroll's beating us at the moment. Wow. Yeah, literally back of the grid. Vettel's a lot faster than Stroll. That's, I think, quite unusual. But it is only practice one. Obviously, we need to do all of our testing, make sure we've got enough situations to go through everything.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
Okay, done a reasonable job initially with Jack. He's okay with the car. It's okay. About second and a half off Vettel.
Copy. Watch that white line pit limiter.
%. That's reasonable. That is really reasonable. Okay. So car, tyres rather, and still 20 laps of fuel. There's Albon. There's his van there. Can you give us our feedback? Yes? No? Anytime soon? There we go.
Well, okay.
Massive understeer.
Massive understeer. Okay. Oversteer is okay. Everything else is bad. Try that. We'll see how we get on there. Waiting for Albon to finish, which will be any moment now. With about 29 minutes left to go. There we go. I should give that all in time. Looks like we're a tiny bit closer to Vettel. About 1.3 compared to 1.5, but it's still a big distance. And as with the last race, we will let them just kind of carry on until the end of the session if we can, fuel-wise. Fuel permitting.
And car balance feedback when capacity.
Car feels pretty good. That's it. That's all we get. Pretty good. I'd like if we could change this. Yeah, because the word is always the same with that. Just try and get some better answers there. Okay. Yeah, about 5 seconds off the pace with the leaders. That's really big. So we're up to about 42% track acclimatization. So by practice 3 we'll be well up on speed of that, definitely. So 68 and 60% acclimatization. Could be better, could be worse. So with this one, we're going with the mediums. So you definitely don't have much more tyre lengths. In comparison, 26 laps estimated on the softs, 33 on the mediums. What's the hards? That's 50. So yeah, you definitely will be going quite long on the hards in comparison. Shouted out. So we're going to mediums this time, and we're all in the right ballpark area. So traction, we're good, but we're outside of that. So if we can get that right on limit, I think we'll be pretty much bang on perfect, thereabouts. Oversteer is right at that end of it, so we want to try and keep that if we can. That's quite hard. So we lose that with the straights then. I think 33 laps. That's only what, 16 or so laps. So we're gonna have to use a set of the hards. We're gonna have to in this session, I reckon. Let's go for about 18 laps, I think. 19. Yeah, still not great here. So what can we do? And the only two things that does the straights down here, so we need to get that into. So do that. Don't think that's too bad. Let's give that a go. Okay. See how we get on there.
Copy, radio check.
Right. Can we be closer to Vettel and Stroll in this session? That's what we really want to see. Be a lot closer. Because a second and a half off, that was big. That was really big difference. We're still off Stroll. And that's not like us. Yeah, we've been doing really well over Stroll in the last couple of races. Vettel's not gone out yet. Vettel's still in the garage, as is Magnussen. Vettel's going out now. So Vettel's coming down, so we'll see where that puts us out. He's coming down, so, and he is on softs, so he is on softs. We're on the mediums. Where's that put him? Yeah, so he's faster than Stroll. So, where's that leave us? That's about 1.4 again. Yeah, difficult. Really, really difficult, I think, at the moment. I think this is going to be a bad race for us. Jack Doohan, it looks like he is literally done the exact same time as Dan Stroll. From the looks of it. Big crash, big crash. Could this be in the castle section?
Oh, and that's a crash. We can take
George
a look
Russell.
now. Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Oh,
And there,
tire
we see the
and
crash.
rear wing maybe? So what's the situation? Are we green flag running? What are we doing? Well, Russell is moving, so it must be green flag running. Okay. Waiting for us to hit. There we go, there's a 5 out of 5. Can we get hit? Albon's in time? Probably not. Going down, this is the slower corner, and here we go into the faster corners. Coming down, so you're going to be pretty much flat out all the way down here. Jack's going into the pit now.
Entering the pit lane.
Copy. Watch out for white line and pit limiter.
There he is, just coming in. Oh! Gone really bad, so we've gone worse. Gone worse here. So. Yes. We're so off the mark here. I just wish Albon was quicker to give his feedback. Pretty good. Right, I think we're getting there. Coming in. So we are on the highest setup we've had for this car thus far. So these are tiny tweaks I'm looking to change. Tiny little tweaks. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be Jack coming out. That's both of them out. Vettel's doing really well in comparison. Yeah, we're just so far off on this weekend, isn't? I'm trying to decide whether we need to look at another crash on track. Who's it this time? VSC, virtual safety car.
VSC.
Nope, stay out there. Car's retired. Vettel!
Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
We'll be lock up. Oh!
That's an off and a big off.
That's a big old crash. Wow.
The team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Very big crash there. Big crash. Okay. I hope we don't get that. But could that mean having to change a powertrain or components or so? Another crash, another VSC, my god. Is everyone out?
It's a crash. Let's take
I know
a
Norris.
closer look. Now just take a look at the McLaren.
Oof. Front
a
wing.
Nasty crash there.
I don't think Albon's going to get to 5 out of 5. Jack may do. Albon, I think he'll get to 4.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
Right. But we're down to 57%, so that ain't good. So no, we're gonna go back to your original one. That just didn't work, did it?
To me, there is already gone. No regret anymore.
Yep.
Is everything okay?
All okay?
Oh, he did.
It's good.
Okay, understood.
Wonderful. Right. So luckily we managed to get it before the tyres went. So that was really good. And 2 crashes were big one for Vettel. Is that going to have an impact for him tomorrow? We are going to have to wait and see.
Welcome back to what is proving to be an exciting weekend of Formula One racing, with practice coming to a close today and qualifying set to follow. Practice 3 affords the teams one final opportunity to tweak their setups as the drivers get to grips with the tracks every turn. Once they reach qualifying, there simply won't be time to think twice. Drivers will need to outdo one another if they're to climb their way up the grid and secure themselves a solid starting position for tomorrow's race. Let the competition commence.
It's interesting how the developers have kind of got away with scanning or not being able to scan all of the scan, you know, all of the faces of all the various teams and stuff, because they just basically keep the helmet on for Jack Doohan. If they do another game, this is the kind of thing I want them to really work on. Yeah, get around to all the Formula 2, all the Formula 3 drivers, you know. So Albon's up to an 87%. That is fantastic. Can we get a tiniest little tweak? Right, just try that. Do we want to keep 2 sets of mediums for the race? I think we do. How many sets of softs do we want to keep for the race? I mean, we'll obviously do this now, see how they go. I mean, are they supposed to last 26 or so? Okay. Right, Jack. Oh, we need to work on this. 68. Right, that is just one little tweak there. Just that one there, because you can see the traction is so far out at the moment. I'll just want to try and bring that in. And doing that does not change all too much there. Let's do about 18 laps for you. Yeah, you're on the softs. Okay, that may be enough. Whew.
Radio check.
Copy, radio check.
There we go, we're out. Right. Right, in comparison to... oh my god, that's changed it very fast. Yeah. To Stroll, we're very close now. Really, really close. Compared to what we were before. But he's still beating us, and that's annoying. Vettel's the big one. How close to him? That will give us a sense of how good we are. Vettel's only just going out. Right. So we're about 8/10 of Vettel. So that's a lot closer than we were previously. I presume, yeah, everyone apart from Sainz and Verstappen are on the soft compound tyres. Oh, Vettel has increased actually. So Mick Schumacher's the closest one above Stroll at the moment.
And car balance feedback when capacity. Copy. Set full white line indicator.
Have we got closer? Have we got closer? He still just said pretty good. Oh. God, we're really struggling with this. Then we're going to do the mediums, and we can do get a nice amount of time. Yeah, 20 odd laps there. Wow, 90%, 90%. Well, nothing that's optimal, but we're not going to get any better than that. Absolutely no way, Jose. So, we are just going to go out, do the mediums, or I'm trying to think. I don't like 2 sets. Let me use one. Yeah. Now let's do another set there. And again, do enough for 20 laps. Right, 90%. We're all on 100% track acclimatization. Well, doing will be very soon. We finally got there with Albon, but Jack's really struggling to find the balance. Big crash, big crash! Who's this one?
Copy.
I see the crash. Another car's retired. It was Magnussen.
Here's the replay. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen.
I haven't seen anything for the castle section. That's where I see quite a few. In real life. Oh, just literally straight into the barrier. Just literally went bang. Massive lock up to do that. So it's looking like we are very big off Vettel. So really, Stroll is going to be the one that we're going to be battling with for this particular session. Is Jack going to get his full length? Another crash! Who's this time? Anyone retire?
There's been a crash. Sounds like
Lance Stroll.
Let's have a look. So
Is he retiring though, or is he just a bit of a bump? No, that won't be a retirement, unfortunately.
There's been a crash. Let's take a
Leclerc
look
now,
at the replay.
blimey!
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Behind us, actually. Oh, there it is, into the castle section.
Very unfortunate.
Jack is finally on 3 out of 5. Might just be able to get the 5 in time. I think he's going to get it in time. No, I'm not going to ask him to push, despite having the fuel. I don't want any crashes. Please, guys, don't give me any crashes. I don't want the headache. Right, here we go.
On the car.
Car feels great. Another. Is that another VSC? Jesus. You know what, guys? I am going to call you in. Don't want to take any risks. We've got what we need.
Let's see what
Ricciardo.
happened. Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
Oh, that's got to be a retirement. And yes, he's absolutely retired. So yeah, we're coming in. I can't believe we've actually managed to escape all 3 practice sessions with no incidents. These are some big ones here. We've had a lot. This does not bode well for this race.
Good job, thank you very much.
Schumacher was faster on a bloody hard. Wow. Wow. I mean, we're not quite far as off the pace as we were before, but right. So we've got 82% for Jack, which is a hell of a lot better than it was. So that final tweak really managed to just get it. Albon up to 90%. Obviously, parts knowledge. That's the new suspension that's come in.
Radio check.
Copy, radio check.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to give him enough fuel for 2. No, I didn't mean to. Oh well, we've committed now. Right, so Jack's got enough to do 2 flying laps. Albon's just doing the 1. Oh, and Perez got in his way. I think that's going to hold him back. Sainz did a slow one, so he must have been held up. So he's on his cooldown, about 4 tenths off. Maybe that was because of the extra the weight with the fuel on board. And it's going to be going again. And let's hopefully have no cars coming out onto track to affect us. This car coming into the garage. There's a car coming out. And there is a couple of cars coming out. Might be enough room to avoid it. Enough of a breathing room. Oh, but no, they are on. So we catch up very, very fast. Oh, I think that will have slowed him down. He's definitely slow in the first section. Stroll. Vettel's slower than us though, so I think he did get caught up in traffic. How's second sector looking for Doohan? Didn't get slowed down there. That is really, really good. Got a nice clear run for the remainder of this lap. Green on sector 2, so he is faster. So 1:46.5 is his best. Was he get at the end of this one? 16501. Going up towards the line. It's a long straight, this, isn't it? There's the pit entrance. And he is slower still. Wow, Sainz and Leclerc, really bad times there. But we have been out Stroll as well, so we are actually faster than the Astons at the moment of speaking. These are quite long laps. I'm just trying to work out if we've got enough time to do 2 if we don't do flying laps. 145, so another 145, that's 3.5 minutes. We're talking about 5 minutes. We won't have it, so no, we've got to prepare for 1 complete flying lap. Ricciardo, Verstappen and Mick Schumacher, neither of which have set times at the moment. Are they out on track? Verstappen is, Ricciardo is, and Schumacher is. I'm presuming Verstappen will go to the top. As he does. Ricciardo, Norris is slower than us, wow! Okay. Ricciardo does go fast. He goes 11th fastest. And Mick Schumacher is coming down. How's he do? Okay, so both of us are now in the bottom 5. But we're not too far off Leclerc, but I mean, it is Leclerc. He's got to improve, surely. Right. Okay, he's only going to have 1 cooldown. Just trying to time this to perfection, which is going to be difficult. Oh, there we go. We do manage to get out before everyone else. So we are right towards the front.
So heads down, focus.
Copy.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
Copy.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Okay, and how we're going to be looking for our delta. Really want to try and improve. But Jack is literally right at the front of it, followed very swiftly by Albon. Stroll and Vettel are kind of halfway down, but hopefully we're going to get a nice, clean run at it. But Albon, he's got Perez right behind him. Is that going to slow him down? I really hope not. Jack is up, first sector. Albon is down. Is that Red Bull behind him affecting him? It possibly is. Jack going for second sector. He's got a Ferrari, it looks to, oh no, it's not a Ferrari, no, it's an Alfa behind him. He's green second sector as well, so he's looking like he may very well improve on this one. One 46.5. Could he beat that? He think he does improve, but not by enough. Albon also doesn't improve enough to get out of the session. So Vettel is coming up. Has got the Ferrari right behind him. Is the Ferrari potentially going to impact him? Can they improve? Vettel does improve enough. And Stroll. Stroll improves, but not enough to go. So it is. It's both of our drivers splitting the Astons once again. Another long and lonely race ahead, I envisage. But obviously there's a lot more chances to overtake in this one.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. Haas proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them in a very good position to make the most of this race start. We've been having sunny weather here today, but there are some clouds looming that might complicate things for teams further down the line.
But for now though, let's get ready for all the action of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Okay, so I've made up my decision. We are starting on the hards. Obviously we've seen already that there is definitely the potential for some very big drama. No, sorry, I want the hards there. Yeah, two top is definitely not the way to go there. Literally no threat of rain at any point in this. So definitely starting on the hards. So there is Jack with that. Let's delete that one again. And then... So, very much so, we have to wait and see what happens with the safety car. That is going to make a big difference. There's an average 9-second stop with a safety car compared to, what was it, about 20 odd seconds with without a safety car. So that could literally make or break our race, a safety car on this one. So we'll be really interested to see how this plays out. So I'm going to very quickly just pause for one moment, just step away from the controller, and then we will be back for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So, as always, we just want to push on the initial lap, just so we can gain some places right at the very start, because we need all the help we can get. But we're starting 18th and 19th.
Quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Here we have Alexander Albon. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. And looking at the second Williams car, they're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. Will their hard work pay off today? This is what you've been waiting for. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
5 red lights.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
So we're going to get anything right at the very start. First couple of corners. It actually looks like Jack has got that. Oh, oh, that looked very close.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
Doing what you're doing.
You can afford to drop back.
Yes.
Albon's going to have the inside line, and he's taking the place back from Stroll, who's going to take it again on the inside line, coming down to the really long straight. I think they've got the left hand, no, sorry, right hand bend, so I think Stroll's going to get through. But then again, he's got the inside line, going through the castle section. There we go. We're the only one on the hards. Everyone else is either mediums or softs. So we'll see how this all pans out. And we're already dropping right back from Vettel. That's absolutely to be expected.
DRS enabled.
But hold his Stroll back. Oh, Jack's really dropped down really all of a sudden.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place. We can take a look now. Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll.
But they're probably only going to be going minor ERS damage. So might just be having some issues with the ERS. That's not one to be, I think, overly concerned with. Gearbox those going to about 40%. Could that be an issue for Albon today as well? Maybe.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position. And a new position just gained by Williams.
Crash on track.
Here's the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
What about the crash? Who's crashed?
They take advantage and muscle their way.
Currently yellow.
Let's take a closer
Yuki
look.
Tsunoda.
Now let's look at this. The focus on Tsunoda.
Oh!
Nasty crash there.
That is going to be a safety car or
That's going to be a big blow
or a
to the team.
VSC at the very
Will they be able
least.
to recover? We'll see.
Doesn't look like it actually. Looks like we're still green flag running even though Tsunoda is far down the pit. Tsunoda does, although from the looks of it, have front wing damage. Can't see from that side. I think it's the other side. No, you can't see from there. But there, you can see that his front left part of the ring. So he's surely going to be coming in for a change of front wing and change of the tyres. And he's on the medium, so that is not good for him. There you go, as suspected, straight into the pit. And he's gone on to the hards. Yeah, we know there's an issue with the gearbox. We knew that was coming. Well, so Vettel's pitted and he's only just behind us. That shows so how much we're off the pace. And he's gone on to the hards. Hang on, let me just try and calculate that. On lap 15, he possibly could make that work to the end, but I think that's going to be a stretch.
Situation is that you're
I think that's going to be a
18.
stretch. So I think he may end up having to take a two-stopper. I think he might be banking on there being a safety car.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Yeah, I apologise for fast forwarding so much through this race, but when you're stuck at the back, there's very little to actually watch. Stroll's pitted and he's quite far back. So it looks like he's caught a lot of the time up though to Albon. Fuel consumption is literally bang on point. We're literally doing excuse me, we're doing barely anything there.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
So Jack's tyre wear is pretty much bang on point. Albon's looks slightly better than expected, so he might push a little bit more and maybe hope for like a late safety car or something like that.
Position gained for AlphaTauri.
So we've literally only got Stroll behind us because of the pit stop. Just slow down a little bit, just try and keep an eye out. Yeah, Vettel already 77%. Yeah, I can't see him getting to the end. The Stroll's already 84%. He hasn't been under that long, to be honest. God, there's so much you've got to keep your eye on in this. It's incredible. About 20 laps left. We're getting towards the pit window. I mean, we're so far at the back, there's very little we can actually do. Yeah, Alex is definitely a lot better. Oh, crash on track. What does this mean? What does this mean? Yellow flags.
We've just had a crash on the track. Let's
Kevin
take a look at the
Magnussen.
replay. Now just focus on the Haas.
Oh, that's not going to be a
Thank
safety
goodness nobody
car.
else was involved. That was a big crash.
No, it's not even a safety car. Oh my god. I got really excited there for a second. Really, really excited. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I think we might just push this stint just that little bit, or is it worth it for the risk of going off? They're doing okay. I mean, Jack Doohan's more than a pit stop behind. We'd literally have to have a pit stop to bring us into any form of contention. We've literally got to risk it for a biscuit. This is the situation. We've got to risk a potential safety car to get anything. Yeah. I mean, Vettel's almost like a third of the way around the track before we even hit the pit. Wow. Safety car! Safety car! Oh my god! This is what we've been waiting for. Huh? What? I got confused there because it said that you're on the same tyre compound as what you're already on.
Safety car, safety.
Right, so DRS disabled. Who's retired? It's Lewis Hamilton!
Let's have a look.
He crashed on turn
Now
1.
watch this. Lewis Hamilton involved in this one.
So Lewis Hamilton. Oh!
Crash is terrible news
That was a
for the
massive
team.
lock-up. So same as the year before. He just locked up going into that turn 1. Went on. Last year he managed to stop it. Where's Toto Wolff? No, Maggie! No, Maggie! So, is anyone coming into pit? Tsunoda is pitting. Is Vettel coming into pit? Or is he going to stay out? Well, I think he might have already pitted, actually. I think he pitted before. So Albon is basically going to come out behind Stroll because of the double stack, because he's going to have to wait. But we're hopefully going to be basically refreshing ourselves. Well, actually, has Stroll stayed out? Stroll stayed out. So what tyres is he on? He's remaining on the hards. Lance Stroll is remaining on the hards, whereas Vettel, Jack Doohan and Albon are all going to be on the softs. Right, so where is the safety car? We've got 10 laps to go. Right, so Ricciardo, Vettel, Tsunoda, Stroll, Doohan and Albon, have all been lapped. So we should be allowed to unlap ourselves before the safety car comes in. Safety car's in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
But we have caught up to our main rivals.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Yep, copy.
No overtaking until the control line.
Yes, okay.
Happy to increase pace.
Yep, okay.
Focus and push.
Copy.
Register lift and co.
So that safety car could not have come at a better time. We were out of this.
Deploy.
We were so out of this race.
Use the rest.
Copy.
Oh, are we losing touch already because of the bloody lapped cars? My words, we have. Oh God! But Stroll is on the hard compound. We should be able to retake him. We should be able to get them. And yes, Jack has been able to overtake Stroll already.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Stroll, unfortunately, is still got the lap cars. This is the problem. Whilst you got all the lap cars, it's really, really difficult. That's something I think we should have been able to do, is do the whole unlap the lap cars things. Because otherwise you get a mess when you do the restart. You have to move away and, you know, blue flags from everyone. I think that's a bit of a pain. Oh, there you go, another one. See, this is the problem. But we can really attack. Jack's already sick. Oh, it's getting closer. Is he right? Is that there with Vettel? Yes, Jack is right with Vettel. So that is really good to see. Can he get him? So this is going to be quite an exciting end to this race. And Jack has managed to get Vettel. He's got P16. Well done, mate. Well done. Could we possibly get Ricciardo as well? We're 1.7 behind. What tyres is he on? He's also on those. It's unlikely, put it that way. It is unlikely. You know, nearly 2 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. But never say never. 1.2, maybe. There's a Haas in the way. So if there's blue flags for that, that may do it.
That's good.
Albon's managed to take Stroll. Fuel-wise, we're doing really well. Right, just need to go to normal deployment levels for the ERS now for a little bit. But Jack seems to be dropping Vettel. He's about a second behind now.
Firm on DRS.
DRS has been enabled. So, but Jack looks like he's right behind him. He's right behind Daniel Ricciardo. Could he get Ricciardo as well? Take him into P50. That would be incredible. Pit stop for Magnussen. Magnussen is in the pit. Oh, could we take Ricciardo? Oh, he's got the inside line. No, he just managed to squeeze out there. But we've got the inside line. Can we get him? I think we have. We've got Ricciardo! Oh my word. Oh, what happened there? I want to see the replay of that, because how did he just lose that to Ricciardo there? What the hell happened?
And McLaren with a great overtake. We can take a look now. Now just take a look at the McLaren.
So Jack just weaved for no reason. I thought, was there a lap car, you know, a blue flag situation? Is that why he moved out of the way? But no, he just seemed to swerve for no reason. Oh, that hard work he did there. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. But we go again. Oh, he's really streaking off. Oh my god. So there is a lap car. So that's why we slowed down there. We lost a bit of touch to Ricciardo. But hopefully he's now going to get that. He's going to have to get out of the way. And that's going to slow him down. And that's going to bring us back. With 2 seconds behind him. Vettel's caught us up. Albon is within the slip.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
So Vettel's right behind us again. Right behind us. But it looks like Ricciardo may have got held up on the corner there by the lap car, which really slowed down. Hopefully we can really catch back up to him. We watch this from Albon's point of view. We can see that battle unfolding just ahead of us. Or do we go? So there's Vettel behind us. He's right behind us. At the moment, it's all about the battle with Vettel. We need to beat Vettel. If we can get Ricciardo, that would be an incredible bonus. But right now, our focus is on Vettel. We've got 5 laps remaining. We've definitely pulled clear of Stroll, which is really, really good. Got loads of tyre wear, so we've laps are late, so we're going to just really attack for a little bit. And Jack's saying they're getting a little warm.
The tyres aren't really coming down.
So maybe that's just pushing too much.
You can afford to drop back.
Okay.
Oh, here comes Vettel. I think he's managed to get it with the ERS. Oh! Oh, what's happening with the inside line? Is he just getting him? Oh, this is really a battle for the ages. But Jack has managed to get the place back. Of course, with all this battling that we're doing, this means that we are losing touch with Ricciardo. But actually, no, we've caught back up to him.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
So there is Daniel Ricciardo right ahead of us. Could we do enough to push on and actually manage to get Ricciardo again? We've done it once before, we could do it again. Fuel-wise, he's fantastic. We're doing so well with fuel. We've been pushing for ages, and it's just not coming down. That safety car's really, really helped us in that regard. So I want us to try and get a little bit of ERS. So we're going to want a really massive push. But we should be within the DRS range on Ricciardo. But I think he's also got it on the car ahead. So it's going to be a little bit of a train. He's really putting out more than a second now. But the DRS is wide open, so we've got that benefit. It is really good that we've been able to get that. 5 laps to go, 5 laps to go. So that's really helped us in our defence against Vettel there. But there's a bit of a squabble in here between Tsunoda and Ricciardo. Does this mean that we're going to possibly be able to take advantage here? Oh no, it's a Haas, it's a Haas. So that's either Schumacher or Magnussen. We're literally right on them. If we keep in DRS, then that really, like I said, it's really going to help us in our battle against Vettel. That's all we want. We want to beat Vettel. Now we've beaten both Astons, which at one point never seemed likely to happen on this occasion, in this particular race. Right, if I push Albon to attack, just see what happens with the tyre wear. Because they claimed very quickly that they were overheating. Oh, we're losing gap a little bit, so I want to just attack now with Jack. Try and close that gap up. We need to be in the DRS range. That needs to be the aim. So otherwise, we're going to potentially struggle. Where are we? When's it open? Please open, please open, please open. We don't have it, but Vettel does. And Vettel goes through. Vettel goes through.
4 laps to go.
Right, we can now go neutral with our ERS. We've charged up a little bit.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
I've got the ERS back on this one, so we're going to stay in touch, stay in touch. And there's Vettel right ahead of us. It's all about the corners. Right. Ooh, I was getting very close to the back of him. Within half second, but he's also within with Ricciardo, so this is a problem. He's gonna get the DRS. This is where we lost out to Vettel, because we lost the DRS to Ricciardo. That meant that we lost that extra, what's it, about 20 or so kilometers an hour going down that pit straight. And in this section, this is vital that we get that. Don't tell me that we don't have it here. And it opens up. So you see the rear wing there is wide open.
That's 3 laps to go.
Full deploy.
Okay, copy.
Oh my god, there's 4 wide! But who's ahead of us? Ricciardo's... So Vettel's managed to get past Ricciardo! Vettel has got ahead of Ricciardo! So now we've got to fight for Ricciardo! We're literally sending it. We're giving it everything we've got. Both cars. I mean, Albon, he's out of it. So you know, because he's not battling with us. He may come into effect, he may have some impact, but I seriously doubt it. But it's all about Jack Doohan. Jack Doohan, you are our hope. Can you manage to get an overtake? Or even possibly 2, or who knows? Oh, but he's at that point he was more than a second outside. Are we going to lose the DRS? Please, though, we're not going to lose DRS. But this is the problem. It's just such a little train. We just can't manage to just get it.
So, what DRS?
And so we are on the final lap. Final lap.
Check the DRS.
Copy.
I want to see the wing wide open. Albon's actually caught up. So he can overtake Jack if he wants to. Ricciardo hasn't got DRS. I don't believe Ricciardo's got DRS.
You will be opening your last lap.
No, don't defend, deploy. Vettel's going for another move. He's going for another move. Oh, this is so tight. This is incredible. We've got 5 cars all in a row. Is anyone going to make a mistake? Anyone going to slip up? Make some kind of mistake? This is so exciting. You see, we're... Tyres are too hot. I know they are, but you've only got a little bit more to go. I've got a tiny bit more to go. Just go for it. Please send it. Just send it. The yellow flag in sector 1. So we're going to crash or something? Or is that because they're slowing down?
Max Verstappen over the finish line, and today's
So Verstappen, Leclerc and Sainz all on the podium. Oh yeah. 1.3 behind Ricciardo now. Oh, that was a shame. That was good. We just lost out right at the end there. That was a shame. That really was a shame that we couldn't quite manage it in the end. But I'll tell you what, that safety car made that end quite exciting. We got back into the race there. I've still not seen any podium celebrations. I think it'd be nice to see the podium, even if you could skip it if you don't want to. Maybe you only get it when you literally get on the podium yourself. Oh. So Jack gained 2 places and Albon stayed where he is. So that's great. That is really great. Obviously, that was a big boost because of the Lewis Hamilton crash and of course subsequent retirement. But wow, Kevin Magnussen lost out on the most places. He dropped down 6 places. 4 for Esteban Ocon. Is he the biggest riser? Yes. So well done to Ocon. He raised 4 places to get into the points. So he got the very last points of that. Has still not. So still 3 teams with 0 points in total. Any changes down here? Vettel has been able to overtake Albon again. And that result does mean that Aston Martin overtake Williams again. So we're back down to 10th in the standings. Oh my god. Wow. But well done to Jack there. Really good impact there. Really, really good. No bonuses paid out. No, no one got their bonus points for that. But we do need to make some changes now to the cars. So ERS and the gearbox, poor conditions for Albon. We knew that was the case, so let's go and change these straight away. Right, so ERS, that's the first one that we've lost. So we need to check how long we estimate that one may last. ERS, that's probably going to be an impact for Jack in the next one, but we won't worry about that just yet. Gearbox wise, so we're now on to our 3rd gearbox for Alexander Albon. As for Jack, he's probably going to go after the next race. Engine wise, how are we looking there? Yeah, fine for the engines there. So we have the new ERS and the new gearbox now for Alexander Albon. So I think Aston are probably going to have the edge again. It's the speed and the acceleration. They've got way better low speed cornering than us. We're only marginally better for them in the medium and the high speed cornering. So yeah, that's going to be big. When are we coming into the new? Sorry, let me just. Where are we on the calendar? And that was Monaco. Ah, here, we're here. Okay, so a week after the Canadian Grand Prix, that's when we're going to have our new ability for the ATR testing with the wind tunnels and all that kind of jazz. If we were to do something now without that, let's just see. Is this going to be something where we need to do big kind of developments rather than focusing on this year's car? This is the decision we have to make now, because realistically what we need, we can go for 2 every 3 months, 2 every 2 months or 1 every 2 months. Which if we did, we'd literally need the whole year if we did 1 with each month to literally get the maximum amount of it with the wind tunnel and everything like that. It's a difficult decision. Because realistically, how many, well, we're June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I think we're going to have to prioritise next season's car, to be honest, guys. I want to upgrade more for this year, but being realistic, unless we do develop more into it. Oh, I don't know. Well, we're only 8 races in, so we're only about a third of the way through. When's that last race again? It's the end of November. Yeah. I think we're going to have a big push on next season's car. Well, actually, thinking about it, and let me go back a second. Right. So the only changes that we is to do with the wings. We've already done an upgrade on them. Side pods, underfloor and everything. If they don't change, then anything we do this year is already going to be a step up anyway. Because what have we done? We've done the suspension, front and rear wings. See, at the moment, even though side pods is supposed to be about improving oh no, I'm on the wrong one. The top speed and the acceleration. It's so minimal. I mean, we don't even change that may be where we consider I'm going to take a screenshot of that, save that, because I think that may be what we look at next time when we get the wear and stuff. Maybe with all of the other bits and bobs. Maybe we do think about the intensive ones for next time. Add on an extra couple hundred thousands, but it might be worth it. It might be worth it. But we're going to look at that once we get those new hours kind of coming through. That's definitely something I think that we need to look at. Any parts that we need to manufacture. Chassis, we've only got 2 of. Yeah, to be honest, I think we need to make some. Oh, actually, no. Are they already being done? Are they already being manufactured? Current project. No, that's a suspension. No. Oh my god. So yeah, let's manufacture. 2 chassis, just to be on the safe side. Then we've got them if we do need them. Okay, well that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. So next episode we will be going for the Canadian Grand Prix. Maybe we can have slightly better luck than we did in the last two races. I think that might be that's definitely something to hope for, I think. And we have just upgraded the design center, which could be very good. Let me remind myself what that does for us. That means that we have a bigger amount of engineer capacities. I think we still only work on 2 things at a time. Yeah, we still only work on 2 things at any one time, but that still means that we've got more engineers to actually work on it, which may mean that we can do more with them and get more out of them. The more engineers you assign to a project, the faster it will be completed. Actually, no, it's not so much in the better car part, but it means you get things done quicker. That is really useful. So when we were doing 5 at a time, that would mean that we had to go slightly slower, but we get more out of it. We have to think about that. Really do think about that. And we've got 3 scouts as well. How we're looking. So tyre changes has definitely gone up in the ratings. You can see there that used to be 68 and that's gone up. I'm really helpful, really happy with that. Any of our teams able to update themselves? None for you. Oh, David Wheater can improve himself. The designs, but we're looking at drag reduction, I believe, the next one, so let's increase that one. Race engineer, nothing for you, and nothing for you. We are doing a little bit of scouting on active scouts. Who are we scouting? We are currently scouting Alessandro Sinelli, who's with Alpha currently, to possibly replace David Wheater. He is... Oh, actually, Dirk De Beer is now suddenly open to negotiations. He wasn't previously, so that's why we didn't go for him. He's 83 rated. Alessandro Sinelli, he's potentially open. That would be quite a big leap up in a 8 rating. So we could definitely see what happens with him there. Technical chief, I think we're also scouting someone here. Let me just remind myself. Yes, it's Simone Resto, who's actually the 3rd highest rated technical chief on the grid, only behind Pierre Wash and Enrico Cardile of Red Bull and Ferrari respectively. Again, that would be quite a big jump, about a 6 jump. We did obviously scout T Zhuang previously, who is an improvement. He's an actual improvement. So we're going to take a look at that. We'll see how we feel once we've got Simone Resta in, and we can definitely compare them, because obviously he's under contract. That'll be cost more expensive to get him. We're going to know about him in 6 days time actually, so after the next race we'll know that. Same with Sinelli. I think we were also scouting a driver, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's the upper chair. There we go. Yes, who's actually in 2 days time, so that'll be during this weekend. So after the next race we're going to have 3 loads of scouts to have a look at. Oliver, for me, that was because I'm thinking of replacing Jack Aiken with Oliver as our reserve driver. He's only 1 lower, but he's 9 years younger, and I think that would be a big thing to look at there. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.